Today I'll be showing my 1975 Marine Corps impression for Evacuation of Saigon and Battle of Koh. So to start off, I'll talk about some of the basic stuff, then I'll talk about web gear, and then I'll talk about haversacks, and lastly weapons. So to start off, you're going to want some blank, no tags, OG-107 utility uniforms. Could have the EGA, you don't have to have the EGA on it though. This kind of looks like an OG-507, however it is marked an OG-107, which is kind of odd. And then here's the OG-107 pants. You can really see the color difference, but I have just a belt on there. And then over here I have a white t-shirt. All the guys will have had white t-shirts underneath of their OG-107s. And then over here I have the second pattern, a 1955 flak jacket. This one is dated 68, so it is post-war, but it looks the same. And I have two M1 helmets on the left. I have the ERDL pattern on the right. I have the Mitchell pattern. You could use either or. And over here I have some 68 date jungle boots with the Panama sole. And then over here I've got a M17 gas mask. And then beneath all this I have a poncho from 1967. So yeah, next I'll move on to the web gear. Okay, so here's my web gear, but before I talk about that, I forgot to feature this in the previous clip. I forgot to show my 8-point, so there's that. Over here is my web gear. So to start off, the pouches you want to use are link low pouches, but I don't have any of those. I have two M67 pouches. The link low pouches look almost the same as Alice pouches, except the only difference really is on the inside. On the inside of the link low pouches, there are 3 flaps to hold the M16 mags in better. But these are just 2 M67 pouches. The belt is a M67 belt. You could use a M56 belt. Actually, it'd be better to use an M56 belt since I think that would have been more common, but I just am using this belt because I don't know, it's decided to be a little bit different. And then this canteen cover right here is a second pattern M56 nylon trim. And then this canteen cover is a second pattern M1967 canteen cover. In the middle I have a World War II jungle first aid kit. About as commonly you'll see the M1967 infantry first aid kit, but you also still see these. Right here I have a M1967 shovel cover. And then for my suspenders, these are just some extra long M1956 suspenders. Inside of here, you could use an Alice shovel, which pretty much that's what the M67 shovel is. They're the same thing. However, this one is actually 69 days, so that's kind of cool. Okay, so lastly for web gear, I have my 1974 dated M16 bandolier. So next I'll be moving on to my haversack. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about my haversack. So my haversack is an M41 haversack. This one's pretty beat up. Was missing the little loop for the shovel, so I just grabbed one off of a repro M45 haversack and just put on there. Their haversacks were pretty bare. They didn't really have any shovels on them because they're using the M67 shovels, which are on their belt. However, you could use the M43 shovel if you really didn't have a M67 shovel. Over here's just a couple of items you could put inside of it. You could put t-shirts and stuff in there, extra uniforms and stuff. other personal items, but here's a couple of things. So I have 2 socks. Yeah, I have a correct era flashlight right here without the side guards, and a sea ration accessory packet, 2 sea ration boxes, a mess tin, and a P38 can opener. So that's pretty much it for the haversacks. Next I'll be talking about grenades and weapons. Okay, so here's some of my weapons. So first up, here's my airsoft XM16E1 made by AMG. I think more commonly the A1 would have been seen, but this works just fine. Around this time, most of the guys would have had 30 round mags like this, but I think the 20 rounders were still being used quite a bit. And then over here, I have some of my dummy grenades. So here's my dummy M18 smoke grenade. And over here is my dummy M67 baseball grenade. So that was pretty much it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed.